Fail of the week. So yeah, Rondon picks it up here, finds Rigoni, chips it over for Lecco, but what's this? A massive mix-up with the defence, and what a massive howler from Bentley and Ngueni. What a schmuck. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. If you joined us last time, we had a very disappointing game against Manchester United, which we lost 1-0 against 10 men. Very disappointing. Zlatan, at 37 years old, outpacing both my centre-backs, like you would. But today we've got a game against Manchester City, but in between we've had a couple of games, so let's have a look and see how we got on. So first of all, we had a game at home against Crystal Palace, and we was largely dominant. We were 3-0 up before half time, thanks to goals from Larson and Dembele. Van Ginkel getting one straight after the break made it a little bit nervy, because I'm thinking, hey, is it going to happen again where they always seem to make a comeback? Fortunately, we held on, and the 3 goals made it so it was job done. Then we followed that result up against West Brom with a 2-1 win, thanks to goals from Mateus Pereira and Zach Clough, both at the end of both halves, which is very satisfying indeed. Rondon getting a goal after a mix-up between defender and goalkeeper. It were a shocking bit of goalkeeping. And West Brom had been in a poor run of form, so I was glad to come away with this unscathed. Now, one other bit of news is Moussa Dembele has now reached his contract value. Minimum fee release clause was just about matched. It is 500 grand off. And it's a bit of a pain, because the same thing could happen to him as what could happen with Vieira. Now, I tried to offer a new contract, and this guy, obviously, his agent is a dick, basically. And the annoying thing is, I don't know if I can get him to sack his agent. I'd like to do that, but he wanted to, when I tried to negotiate a new contract, he still had a minimum fee thing. It was going up to like 50 million, which was fine. However, he wanted 135 grand a week, which is something that I can't afford. I think the maximum is about 80. So I can't do anything about it now. So I'm on a bit of a tight rope, and I'm thinking January's coming up. You know what's going to happen, don't you? So if there's any way I can figure out how that anyone can let us know how to actually get rid of the agents, let us know. Or does it just appear if it's available? But yeah, any advice there would be greatly appreciated. So looking at Manchester City, and they've got Louis van Gaal, who ironically managed the team from Manchester that is red. It's still obviously a top manager, and he's got his team playing very, very well. But he's aided by having such a quality team, and they've got some great players. I mentioned him last time briefly on the last episode, but the captain is Vincent Kompany, world-class centre-back still at 32 years old. His fitness is, his physicals are starting to decline, you would say, but otherwise he's still immense. An absolute rock at the back if he's playing. The vice-captain and key player, excuse me, is Sergio Aguero. No surprise, he's got 24 goals in 13 games in the Premier League, which is ridiculous. And yeah, clearly probably the best player in this division. 30 years old though now, so I'd honestly he's going to have maybe 2 more decent seasons before he starts to really decline. But yeah, it's all about now, and it's going to be very hard to stop. Looking at how they got on, they've only dropped points. Oh, actually, they dropped points against Everton recently. They lost to them, but they got back to winning ways against Crystal Palace. Obviously, now they're coming to Ellen Road. It's going to be a very tough game. There's not been many games between Leeds and Man City that I can think of recently. There's one that stands out. It was an FA Cup game when Manchester City were on their way back into the Premier League. They were top of the old Division 1 before they went to the Championship, and we were, I think, top of the Premier League at the time. I think it was 2000. I remember we were top at the turn of the millennium of the Premier League. And I just remember us beating them 5-2, but it was a pretty tricky game, if I'm honest with you. But other than that, nothing really stands out against Man City. So, but yeah, maybe I'm missing something. But let us know in the comments if you remember any games against Manchester City. But we're going to try and take them on now, and the team for today's game is as follows. We've got Bentley in goal, with Manquillo at right back. Made a bit of a schoolboy error here. Angelino, I rested him for this game without realising that he's on loan from Manchester City, so he can't play. So I played Downing, and then I thought, well, he's not going to play next game anyway, I'll let him play the reserve game afterwards. So he's at 70% fitness. Pocognoli, the one I'm trying to get rid of, he's at 79% fitness. So the only player I've got left is Kigbu, Ash Kigbu, and he can play left back. He's competent at left back, but he's more of a defensive-minded one. He's not going to be getting forward and making loads of crosses. So at the start of the game, I'm going to change him just to a full-back, not complete one. I don't want him to be dribbling past people when his dribbling is, what, 5? 7, so even so. But anyway, back into the squad, and we've got Ongwene and Big Ken in the central defensive positions, with Brickut and Arter again in the middle of the park, Pereira on the right, Dallas on the left, and Clough and Dembele continue up top. So let's see if we can upset the apple cart somewhat. Today's game is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds United FC against Manchester City FC. Right, so we are massive underdogs, so I'm going to go ahead and say that because there's not much really we can do, really. I'm just going to calmly say I've got faith as well. It's not a derby or like a rival game, so it's not as much riding on it if we do lose. Obviously, every time you lose to Manchester United, your fan confidence used to, I don't know if it's still the same now, but it used to be like, it just plummet to like 10% or something like that, happiness. But hopefully a bit more forgiving. Yeah, we rested a couple of players previous to this, like some Brickut got a bit of a rest, and so did Clough. Clough did actually come on and lay on like in the last 8 minutes and actually get the winner against West Brom, which was very pleasing. I'm hoping he can continue that form going into this game. So come on lads, let's kick some ass. Let's beat the other side from Manchester, and show this league that we're not to be taken lightly. So this is going to be a very interesting game, of course, at Ellen Road. I do need to remember to change a few things, like the full-back. So let's just see how this highlight plays out, and then we'll make some changes. Kigbu does play it forward. Arter heads out to Dallas. Forward to Dembele. Is there an early chance? Dallas finds Dembele. No, that looks like that's going to be it for this highlight, perhaps. Yeah. Right, it's a corner to us. Dallas whips it in. It's headed away. Comes out to Kigbu. Clough. Shoot position. Oh, I thought I'd gone in. Oh. Right, free kick for Man City. Isco plays it towards Stones at the back post. It's headed away, but Dembele finds Fernandinho. I mean the Usman Dembele, that is. It's just ridiculous. He's like going to be like shit, aren't he, really? Gundogan finds Isco, square to Fernandinho. For me, possibly their weak link. Isco to Gabriel Jesus. Plays it through for Fernandinho. Just as I said that, he scores, but he's offside. Right, corner for Man City. Isco swings it in. Jones does... Oh, what a save from Bentley! And another one! And another. You son of a bitch. Isco! Oh, never mind. Yeah, Bentley with some great saves there. Manquillo finds Pereira with a throw. It's played in. It's cleared a long way. And Ongwene picks it up. Yeah, you might wonder why I've used this tactic. It's only reason I've used it is because we're at home. If we were away, definitely would have been using the other one. But Pereira's a shot and Bravo makes a save. It's cleared away for a throw. Or is it a corner? Corner. Pereira to take it. Whips it in. It's headed away by Stones. Probably one of the most overrated centre-backs at this moment in time. Never seen 50 million. Yeah, it was decent, but 50 million? Come on. Manquillo throws it to Brickut. It's square to Arter. Nice little pass to Clough. Back to Pereira. That's Dembele. Squares it for Dallas. Dallas! Oh, the man, the myth, the legend that is who he was in the last 2 seasons, but he's struggled in the Premier League so far. I'm actually considering cashing in on him, I think, in January, if I can. That'd be to fund a new contract for Dembele. But yeah, I thought with him being like right-footed and he can play naturally on the left, I thought, it'd suit him perfectly to play an inside forward. Right, Mateus Pereira with a free kick crosses in. It's headed away by Stones again. Arter back to Manquillo. Finds Big Ken in an advanced position, which I don't really want him to be. That's Brickut. Arter. And forward to Clough. Can he feed it through? No, he can kind of get tackled, but wins it back. And Dembele has a shot. And Bravo matching Bentley for the saves. Ridiculous, man. Dallas with another corner. Whips it in. Gundogan heads it away this time. Dembele on the edge of the area. Finds Dallas once more. Tries to play it. It's another corner. Corner number 11 for us already. It's only 35 minutes gone. A lot of pressure from us. Pereira whips it in back post. Otamendi heads away for another corner. Corner is to be taken again by Dallas. Whips it in. Headed away by Fernandinho. Brickut collects the loose ball this time. Right, Rodriguez with a throw. Throws it to Isco. For me, Perez should have had the ball, but no. Gabriel Jesus and Ousmane Dembele puts it wide. Bit of a let-off. Right, another chance perhaps for Man City. It's a poor throw from Fabinho to Dallas, but Dallas has given it away, and Ousmane Dembele can hit a shot here, can he? No. Plays it to Gabriel Jesus, it's blocked. And it's wide to Dembele now. Plays it in, it's a goal kick. I thought it took a deflection, but no. Kigbu did well there. Is there a chance just before half-time? It's a long kick towards Ousmane Dembele. Kigbu does win the header, and Dallas keeps it in. Arta squares it to Brickut, who's run into trouble in the shape of Fernandinho. Ousmane Dembele's got a few overlapping runs. And Gwen is there to tidy up and knocks it back to Bentley. I thought it was going to go in there for a second. What's he doing? He's playing FIFA, running out with keeper. Arta tries to find Clough, but he's not exactly the biggest target. Pereira finds Dembele. Back it goes to Brickut. Brickut now, not known for his passing skill. Or his dribbling, for that matter. But finds Dallas. Clough now. Dembele has a shot. It's blocked. Decent effort. Alright, Kigbu with the throw. Finds Dallas. Now it's Arta. Going to Brickut. There's still 50 seconds to go in this half. Is this a chance for us? No. It looks like it could go the other way. Gundogan finds Dembele. Ousmane squares it to Gabriel Jesus. Finds De Bruyne in space. He's put it in the back of the net, but he's offside. And that's twice had the ball in the back of the net now. Now, I'm going to say, I mean, I know that they've had roughly the same amount of chances as us, but I'm going to say we're unlucky. We've had quite a lot of chances. It's not the best response I've seen, to be fair. I'm going to tell Harry Arta to calm down. And same goes with Manquillo, because I don't want them to get sent off. I'm just going to passionately tell them that I've got faith and hopefully get a response from them. And we can go out there second half. In fact, I'm going to tell Dembele to, you know, it's got no pressure on because he's looking nervous, poor lad. You know, he's on how much? He's on 57 grand a week. Highest earning player by far. You know, but never mind. Right, come on, boys. Let's go into this second half with a lot of belief. Let's do them over, eh? So Man City get the second half back underway. Underway. I can't speak. Gabriel Jesus is in. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Scores after a massive error, schoolboy error from Nguene. I mean, what the friggin' hell was that? The easiest header of all time. Look at this. Dinks it over. Look, it's easy. I'm 2'6", even I can win headers like that. I can get something on it. He's even megged Bentley. Shocking. 13 seconds into the second half. 1-0 down. What a cock. Pereira, can he create something at the end? No. Bravo does win the ball. It's interesting that Joe Hart still gets overlooked. Even though it's a different manager, gets overlooked. For Bravo, for me, Joe Hart's a better goalkeeper. Yeah, for England is shocking for whatever reason, but he's still a top goalkeeper, and I still say he's better than Bravo in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but Brickut has it now. Finds Pereira, Dembele exchanges passes with him. That's it, 1-2. Bravo makes a save. He just goes like that, and it's like a Jedi. You know, thou shalt not pass or whatever. That's wrong film. I'm going heads into side netting. That was Lord of the Rings I was referencing there. Right, come on, boys. We're getting robbed here. We're getting FM'd as it stands. Gabriel Jesus feeds in on Dembele, and he finds Sterling. Fucking Lionel Sterling. Apologies for swearing like, but even so, the most overrated player of all time, him. Gets his head down, doesn't know what to do. I'll make the wrong decision every single time, pretty much, especially for England. Maybe not for Man City, but for England in particular. 2-0 down. 2-0 down, and we're massively, you know, outperforming our opponents today. But we've got a penalty. And who's our penalty taker? It should be... Oh, Pison's not the... it's going to be Clough, innit? He missed the last one. Yeah, he missed the last penalty, so I'm not feeling confident in this game at the moment. in this penalty, should I say, at the moment. Come on, Clough, prove me wrong. Game changer, come on. Get in! Come on now, boys. I'm going to passionately encourage them. And hopefully that can do something. Yeah, just steps up here. Bravo trying to wave at him to put him off. Just puts it in the bottom corner. Cool as you like. Right, so I'm actually going to make 2 changes. Jordan Lassiter's coming on for Clough because apart from the penalty, he's been shocking. He's got a 6.5 with the goal. So, yeah. And then Pereira's just been playing shocking, 6.4. So Moak's going to come on for him. Dallas is moving over to the right. And hopefully, maybe a set piece, something like that. Right, Rodriguez has a free kick. It squares it to Dembele. Takes one step and then shoots. It's blocked. Bacon Sani tries to get on it. Right, so I'm just going to bring on Father Gabriel for Harriata. Harriata's had a bit of a poor game, and he's booked. So I thought I'll take him off. Gabriel's got a bit of, I don't know, his passing seems to be really good. He's played in a couple of games like off camera. He's done really well, so I'm hoping, with no pressure, he's calm, well, relaxed should I say. Hopefully, I can do something here. But Kingbu's done poorly in this game by all accounts, but it was always going to be a struggle without a proper recognised left back. I mean, even with Down, I'd said we'd have been struggling. Lionel Sterling just scored with a header, but it's been deemed a foul, I see. Bentley got fouled. Right, is there one last chance? It's our last highlight of the game. Can we nick an equaliser? It's no disgrace losing to this team. They're clearly like the best team in the league, but we've done well. We've outperformed them, and in every, well, not every department, because possession's even 50-50, but we've had twice as many chances as them. We've had 9 shots on target, only scored 1. I mean, what more can you do, really? Larsson's come on. He's going to find Bricker. He's going to storm forward with purpose and menace. And Dallas hits another straight at the keeper, though. Find the corners. And that's going to be it, I think. 30 seconds to go. And, yeah. Undeserved loss, in my opinion. Others might say otherwise. I mean, they've had 5 clear-cut chances. I suppose that's something to look at, so maybe we are lucky. Plus, they've had 2 goals disallowed for offside. But that schoolboy error of a header that Ngueni did, Dallas is offside there. Schoolboy error. Just lets him in straight away in the second half. And we're up against it straight away. And unfortunately, it's 2 losses in a row in the live comms. So, but it is against 2 of the big boys. So, I'm not going to be too harsh with the lads. I'm just going to tell them that, it just want our night. And loving that. Like I said, but always, morale is key. You've got to keep it up. So, Leeds are still in 4th place, which I forgot to show you the table beforehand. But yeah, we've got back into 4th with those 2 wins. Stoke dropped out, and it looks like a couple of the other teams jumped above them as well. Yeah, Chelsea trying to get on his tail now. But I still can't be too disgruntled. After 16 games, not even at the halfway point yet, and we've nearly reached his target. 10 points off it. But yeah, let's see who we're going to be facing in the next live com. You know what? None of the next 4 games stand out. And I know it's the FA Cup and Burton are in League 1. But I see that as a good chance to play some youngsters. And I wouldn't mind showing you how well they play together. Or like the fringe players. Because when we did, apart from the West Ham game this season, last season, every time we put like the second string out, like even against Barnet looking earlier on in the season, we played some really good stuff. So I'm hoping, I can put on a decent performance for you guys and it's like show you what's happening like off camera as well, because I do rest some of the players and put some of the other players in, but maybe you might not have seen. But yeah, hopefully you can join us for that. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Keep up to date with this series. And yeah, hopefully, you can join us for the Burton game in the FA Cup 3rd round. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.